Meanwhile, the 21st annual San Diego International Film Festival kicked off today, and ABC 10 News anchor Kimberly Hunt is live in Balboa Park with a look at what we can expect. Hi, Kimberly.
Lindsay, there are still lots of people behind me trying to get into the opening night gala and see the opening film as they kick off the film festival tonight. And it has been a successful opening night, judging by the crowd behind me tonight. But there's a tradition with this film festival for closing night. That will be Sunday. They always play a culinary film. This year's film is Love, Charlie, The Rise and Fall of Charlie Trotter. He was one of the revolutionary chefs, became a celebrity chef that really revolutionized American cuisine. And the film talks to the people who know his genius well to bring us a cautionary tale of what can happen when all you work for fades away. Chef Charlie Trotter revolutionized cuisine and was one of the first superstar chefs. Trotter was a fine dining visionary and among the first to champion seasonal, organic, and sustainable ingredients.
He was the first American kid who opened a great restaurant, to be really fearless, to invent new things.
His cutting-edge cuisine changed nightly at Charlie Trotter's, his Michelin-starred Chicago restaurant, considered one of the best in the world from 1987 to its closing in 2012.
I really think that he changed how we think about food. He was one of the first American chefs who saw that we could elevate American cuisine to the level of the great French chefs, but not trying to be French, to do it on American terms.
Trotter's first wife, San Diegan Lisa Ehrlich, says with every award and every star given to the restaurant, the stakes got higher, and Charlie's goals of wowing every patron with every dish every night became an obsession.
You were transported, that your senses were fully engaged. So, you know, whether it's all the senses of your palate, the smells, the experience of the actual plate itself, the china, the setting, everything was really important.
She watched helplessly as Trotter's perfectionism and single-minded devotion to the restaurant left no room for anything else. So much so, he never noticed as all the lights in their house slowly burned out.
I walked in, you know, the living room, and I could see Charlie was in the kitchen. And he had propped open the refrigerator door. And he was reading the New York Times by the light of the refrigerator. And he looked up at me, and I looked at him, and he didn't even say anything.
The lights had also gone out on their marriage.
He would write to me.
The documentary tells their story through countless postcards Trotter wrote to his wife. The movie also reveals a fun-loving dreamer with a fiery temper who left a complicated legacy, one that needed to be shared with the world, according to Film Festival CEO Tanya Mantooth.
Culinary is always a fan favorite, and I love being able to sort through all sorts of films and find one film that really highlights culinary and also explores the role of a chef and the world of a chef. So everybody that attends gets a glass of champagne, get to watch the film.
Love, Charlie, The Rise and Fall of Chef Charlie Trotter will close out the film festival on Sunday, October 23rd. There will be a number of people from the film that will be here. They will have a Q&A afterward, as well as his ex-wife. And then 5 or 6 local chefs will prepare food inspired from the film, and the crowd all gets to have dinner with wine pairings. It's really a special way to end any film festival, always a fan favorite. Coming up at 7 o'clock, we'll take a look at the role the San Diego Film Festival is playing in social justice issues and films that are looking at complex issues that more and more affect our world. A couple of really poignant films will be played, and we're going to show you those at 7 o'clock. Lindsay?
Kimberly, thank you so much.